Amplify Social Impact Online is a world-first suite of impact measurement tools. A low to no cost, self-service quantitative platform, it makes measurement more accessible for the entire for-purpose sector. Amplify Online is made up of two tools: Indicator Engine, a survey building platform hosting a bank of validated and reliable social impact indicators, and Yardstick, which will analyse some of the collected data.
Hey everyone, we are the Amplify Online team from the Centre for Social Impact UNSW. Huge thanks to Simna for shortlisting us.
Amplify Online was built from the ground up. It balances academic rigour with sectoral insight to make outcomes measurement easier and more accessible.
This includes a function that generates recommendations for organisations to identify their social outcomes.
A method for assessing indicators for their quality and practical use.
The ability to collect data offline.
And automated data analysis with the arrival of Yardstick in 2023.
All at low or no cost to the sector, so they can use their resourcing to focus on capacity building and strategy within their organisation.
We are so happy to share this tool with Australia's amazing for-purpose organisations to demonstrate and communicate their tireless social impact. Thank you again, and congratulations to the other finalists.
Hi, I'm Heather Thompson, the Chief Operating Officer of Global Sisters. We're thrilled to be here at the Simna Impact Awards in the Innovation category. Global Sisters exists to make business possible for women, and so far we've worked with over 5,500 women across Australia. In our impact framework, which we designed with and for sisters, the women that we support, when we started operating back in 2016, and there's two sides to it. You can see the direct impact side, where we work directly with sisters to beat the odds, and at the systems change macro impact end, advocacy end, to change the odds for women. The big innovation for us this year has been really around bringing those two together in our theory of change. And I think importantly, really making sure that how we communicate that impact findings is accessible, that there's data autonomy for our sisters, that they tell their own stories. And you can see here in a journey map, one of our sisters is telling her own story through interactive videos where she owns that story herself. And really about accountability, holding us to account for the impact that we say that we're going to have. We are pro-women. We have a very, very strong gender lens in our impact framework and system. And we really want to challenge the idea that robustness and rigour only comes through traditional academic approaches. These innovations are resulting in powerful impact data and storytelling evidence base to create systems change for a more equitable and inclusive society. Global Sisters, back her brilliance.
Thank you, Simna, for being a finalist in the 2022 Innovation Award. As opposed to me saying why I think we should win, I'm going to throw it to the team.
Thanks, Elliot. I think we should win because of the way that Elliot's been embedded in our program. He's been really deeply involved in all the activities, engaging us in what data we collect, giving us timely feedback so that by the time we go to submit evaluation reports, we already have actions in place for most of the findings.
Leading the implementation of the program in our complex network of stakeholders meant that having the evaluation framework in place meant that we could do it with way more clarity and focus on what is the most impactful in our rapid implementation process.
And my team thought that evaluation was a little bit perhaps boring and tricky and something that we didn't understand very well. We now feel much clearer. We can use it to improve our work, and it's not daunting anymore.
Awesome. Thanks, team.
Firstly, I'd like to congratulate all the other finalists in the 2022 Simna Awards. For those of you who don't know much about Red Kite, we are a leading paediatric cancer charity specialising in providing essential psychosocial support to children and families affected by childhood cancer. In 2022, we partnered with Social Ventures Australia to conduct our first forecast social return on investment study. This aimed to measure and quantify the impact of our services over the next 5 years, which aligns with the life cycle of our new strategy.
This project is critical to our commitment to measuring the impact of what we do. We're so looking forward to sharing the results of this report more widely and continuing to make an impact for families facing childhood cancer.
I'm Murad.
And I'm Simon.
The Social Return on Investment Project provided Redcut with the opportunity to consider the impact of its activities holistically.
This is different, this is innovative. Normally, organisations look at a program, thinking about the whole.
Bacho, COA, and Think Impact have come together to evaluate the Culture and Kinship Program, an initiative that puts connection to culture, community, and country at the centre of health and wellbeing outcomes for Aboriginal people. Working with Mudji, Rumbalara, Gulum Gulum, and Budja Budja, we designed a social return on investment processes that respected Aboriginal ways of knowing, being, and doing, and upheld Aboriginal data sovereignty. We did this through extensive use of yarning, an Aboriginal way of understanding impact and change through storytelling that is widely used by communities. Yarns can be in any form, including rich media such as video, artwork, stories, or songs. Yarning was used to determine material outcomes as well as value and validate them. We feel our report demonstrates the power of enabling self-determination for Aboriginal stakeholder evaluation.